Alright, so here's how you use the Best app. Get your username and password, which is saved on our laptops here. Hit log in. You're going to go to Service Center, go down to Tools, click Controller, hit Read. It's going to read all this and tell you what settings you got on your controller right now. Sometimes you have to hit this like 3 or 4 times. So you're going to go down to Position Sensor Calibration. That's going to recalibrate this motor to this controller. You hit that, and you're going to see this drive spin a few times. There you go. And then we are sending all these out with more modern firmware. It's called 14.6. Everyone seems to love it. So in order to do that, you go to Update. Select the component you want to update, which is the controller. Then you still need to read it. It's going to give you the serial number. And you're going to select File from Local. These are saved files on the computer. 14.6 is the one that everyone wants, so we're going to load that. It takes a second. You'll see it pop up. So once you see it there, then you can go ahead and hit Update. And what it's doing now is it's putting that firmware onto this little box. And there's another step after that. So wait for it to beep. And then you unplug, plug it back in. Now it's putting the firmware from this box onto the controller. You'll hear 2 beeps when it's done. Alright. So this doesn't always successfully load. Sometimes your drive won't turn on afterwards, in which case you'll need to start all over again, load a fresh firmware onto it. So you always want to check that power's on and that the throttle works. And with this newer firmware, if you spin it for more than a couple seconds, it's going to end up giving you error 21, which is normal. That means it's not getting a signal from the speed sensor, so that's actually what you want. So there we go. Error 21. Okay. I do like to test that the speedometer is working on all these drives before we send them out. So you got your little speedo right here. All this senses is a magnet moving in front of it. So if I just move this little magnet, it's going to end up reading speed here if everything's working. So there you go. Everything seems to be working on this drive. And I'd call this one repaired. All right.